Hello, and welcome to the NOX Video Store at the Movies episode. I'm Ben Steerick.
I'm James Hetty.
Today we're going to see The Watchers, starring Dakota Fanning and directed by Ishana Shyamalan, M. Night's
daughter.
Little girl, who's now not so little anymore. She's directing her own movies.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's Ishana. He's going to say Ishana, I'm saying Ishana.
Shanana.
So surreal.
Anyway, so what do you think this movie's about? I watched literally not even a full 2-minute trailer. I jumped through it because I wanted to go in with no expectations. I wanted to not know what it's about. So I saw a door in the forest, and I saw Dakota looking disturbed and some old lady talking to her, and that's it.
That's all I remember from the trailer. I have no idea what it's about. In a forest, Dakota Fanning. It's good to see Dakota Fanning in a movie. Last time I saw her was in Equalizer 3, small role. She has a bigger role in this one, so might be nice to see her again.
I liked her in War of the Worlds when she was a wee lassie. Great movie. Great movie.
But yeah, she's very whiny.
Yeah, really, Universal Studios has really milked that War of the Worlds set for a long time. But I feel like, you know, you get a big Boeing 737 or whatever it is, and you tear it apart, you got to use it, you know?
Hey, the walkthrough in Horror Nights, it's so nice. Cool. You get to just touch it real briefly. You know?
It's really cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm glad they're using it for sure. But yeah, Dakota Fanning, good actress. Hopefully she'll have a little renaissance in her career for sure. But I'm going to guess M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. Hopefully she starts to have a little bit of a better track record than her dad has had in the last decade or so.
Yeah, it's so wonderful to have that kind of mentorship at this stage.
Because M. Night in the 90s, early 2000s, awesome. But as of the past few years, terrible. Like just so bad. Like the endings are so either predictable or just pathetic, you know?
Do you think there's gonna be a good twist on this ending? Like he'll copy his dad?
What a twist!
Her dad.
What a twist! Don't assume her gender.
Put in sort of the impact that he's had. Yeah, I mean, I'm very much, I think, feel empowered because he empowers me as an artist. And
I'm gonna say, yeah, she's gonna kind of model it after his style. I'm gonna say it's gonna be trippy. I'm gonna say there's a chance it's all in her head. But
is it a twist if it's predictable?
I'm gonna say no, because I think the twist should be like a surprise. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's gonna be a surprise. I don't think so.
Just can't wait to see how people react.
I'm gonna say she goes in the woods. Maybe she has like a bad trip, and then she falls into this other dimension, and it ends up like, you know, she can't get out of it. It ends up being reality, and maybe at the end it's in her head.
It was all a dream.
Wizard of Oz status. Yeah, I don't know, but that's kind of nice. No expectations. Don't know what it's about. So let's go see it, and hopefully it's better than some of her dad's current stuff. But let's go watch The Watchers.
It's a prequel to Fury Road. I saw it last week. I enjoyed it. It was pretty fun. Not as good as Fury Road, but still a good ride.
I never thought I could shake this heartache until I
almost have a feeling that all the like initial backlash on the new Crow movie is part of the marketing, because I saw it but everyone was like, everyone initially, you know, hates the Crow.
I don't know, he looks different from the original, however, he's comic book accurate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it.
Based off a graphic novel.
I'm gonna give it a chance. We'll give it a shot. So anybody wearing any kind of makeup in any kind of established franchise, it's always Bill Skarsgård. Not that there's anything wrong with that. One thing I hate is how they think the audiences are so dumb, which some of them are, where they have to like spoon feed every plot point to them in the trailer. It's like, dude, come on. Leave something up to the imagination. Hi.
You're kind of dope, right?
I got nothing.
I mean, it looks good, but I'm not holding my breath.
Feel perfect and powerful because they are.
It's a little weird.
Yeah. All right, so we just got done seeing The Watchers with Dakota Fanning by Ishana Shyamalan. Ishana.
I think it's an opportunity to kind of speak about emotional truth and touch on some things we're all feeling. So,
yeah, so what can I say about this movie? The only good thing I can say, the only redeeming quality it had was pretty good cinematography.
Yeah.
There were some pretty cool shots in there where I was like, oh, visually, good looking movie. That's where the compliments end. Yeah.
Did Dakota Fanning forget how to act? Did everyone forget how to act in that movie?
Yeah, it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It was really bad. It was if I had to say like one thing about this movie, it had no point being made. Like there was no point to this at all. This is a movie that I wish was never made. I wish it didn't exist, and I wish I had the last hour and 42 minutes of my life back. It was a steaming pile of Shyamalan shit. Dude, it was bad. Like I said, the only good thing I can say is good cinematography. Whoever the cinematographer was, solid, really good work. There was one scene that I liked in the movie. It was about a minute and a half sequence where they're trying to get into this bunker.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, in the movie, there's this bunker where they have to stay at night, and the Watchers are these creatures that live in the woods that come out and look at them and observe them. These humans, these 4 humans that are trapped together. They're trying to get into this room. They're pounding on the door. They're begging. They're pleading. Finally, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but there is definitely a moment of tension that was really good. That was the only good scene in the entire movie. The rest of it was shit. Total shit. As far as like the screenplay goes, like I don't know what they were thinking. Like
I feel like this would have been like a perfect book. Like just leave it as a novel or something, a short story, or maybe keep it inside of her head.
Or
Because
maybe like some sort of fairy tale.
Yeah, exactly.
a Black Mirror episode.
Yes. I mean, she wrote it and directed it too. She probably should have just kept it in her head and just leave it alone because it was.
She wrote it too.
Yeah, she wrote it.
And it was co-written by someone that said like A.M. Shine or something like that.
Probably her father.
Almost
so.
Guaranteed that's like her dad under a pen name.
What did you say earlier? It's
a product of nepotism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
110%.
When your dad's M. Night Shyamalan, you get budgets. You just get.
Yeah, the Shyamalan name. It's like Sofia Coppola, but I think Sofia has a bit more talent.
Yeah, the budget went into cinematography. I don't even know if Dakota Fanning was even that cost that much anymore because she was shit in that movie.
Yeah, she was not very good. No offense to Dakota, but I don't know. I don't know if she had a lot to work with either. But it was. It was a really bad movie. Like poorly written, poorly acted, poorly directed. Really, really just horrific. I really hope if she continues making films, which I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nowhere to go but up from there.
I mean, I will say.
It's her first movie?
Yeah, it's her first movie, but it's probably better than something that her dad's done in quite a while. Besides Split. I enjoyed Split.
I don't know, man. I feel like there were elements that could have worked, but they just they failed at every turn.
This is like I said, Until Dawn, perfect. This is like a video game concept.
Yeah.
Like this would have been perfect to play just on the Xbox, PlayStation, or something like that. It just had a horror game.
And they didn't even fully explore the monsters. Like you see them for just a little bit, and then like, all right, we're escaping now. Spoiler alert. But it just, I don't know. They didn't exactly know where to go, and the tones were shifting, and then they tried to get kind of emotional at the end. You just avoid it. Just avoid the movie. Always.
Twist is that,
it's not good. I think you can figure that out within the first 10 minutes. There is a twist, though. What a twist. Dakota Fanning, she's done better. Georgia Campbell, she's a cutie, but very two-dimensional character. One of the most horrific characters in there.
Worse.
No offense to the actors, but the character sucked. Olwen Fury, Madeline, obnoxious. George Washington character, terrible. Oliver Finnegan, just like the guy who's weird to be weird and kind of dumb, and you're supposed to feel sorry for him.
Discount Bill Skarsgård.
Dude, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like I said, the actor probably didn't have a lot to work with, so no offense to him personally, but the character sucked. Both those characters sucked. And also, just like you said, I was noticing that through the whole movie. James is totally right. Like, they were way too freaking clean. Like, you're living in a bunker in the middle of the woods with no running water for at least 8 months. She'd been there for over a year.
Could have really,
dude, yeah, they
told this story. A little bit on that stuff.
They were so polished. It was like a 1950s Western where everyone has perfect hair, perfect skin, makeup, brand new clothes with no wrinkles. I'm like, you've been out here for 8 months. The lady's been there for years. And I'm like, you guys are way too fucking clean. like,
I think they should have explored the tunnels more.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
the tunnels would have been great. I thought the tunnels were going to be like the whole rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, there's these burrows where the Watcher creatures go into at night because they can't go into the sun. And you see Dakota Fanning go in there for like, what, 10 minutes, if that?
Yeah, briefly.
And it's like, that's it, and then they never touch on him again. And I thought that was going to be like a whole thing. I thought they were going to have to smoke him out of there, push him out into the sunlight, but just totally wasted opportunities.
Another movie like that, Descent. If you want to watch a good horror movie with creatures that live in the darkness, watch The Descent.
Yeah,
Great.
it's better than... Yeah, it sucked. So as far as my star rating, at first I was thinking 2, but I really hated this movie. I'm going to knock it down to a 1 out of 5. This movie is a 1 out of 5, a must miss.
Is that the lowest score?
It would be, a 0 would be the lowest score, but just because of the cinematography and it looks like they tried, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. But this movie was a complete piece of trash.
It did make me laugh of how bad it is, so I'll bump it up to a 2.
Wow, generous. Max?
I'll give it a 1.1.
Good man. All right.
I mean, in the very first scene, what did I say?
What did you say?
I said I hate this.
Oh yeah, he did. That's right.
I hate this.
Yeah.
Like right away, I knew out the whole time. I'd be like, "This doesn't make any sense."
Yeah, I've seen literally in film school, like people write something in a week that's way better than that. Like literally, like students could do a better job.
Yeah, and that's why I mentioned nepotism, because it doesn't matter if you're talented or if you're related to somebody who can get you a job in Hollywood. That's how a lot of people get jobs in Hollywood.
Exactly. Anyway, yeah, that was a piece of shit. Avoid it if you can. Go watch The Descent. Go watch even Howard the Duck is better than this piece of crap. Go watch anything else.
Go watch our old videos.
Yeah, go watch our old videos and like and subscribe, of course. Be kind.
Rewind.
And subscribe.
That's what it is.
Thanks for watching,
All
guys.
right. Take it easy. Bye.